Fame makes a man think things over, makes his looks hard to swallow. Once you're there when things are hollow. Fame, 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 fame. Is it any wonder I reject you first? David Bowie's, sometimes his lyrics didn't make much sense to us regulars. Hi, Fraser Laurie. Hey, Jesse. Tim and Saturday on. Yes, well, if I got anything to talk about, I'll come in on Saturday. Hi, Cheryl Burnett. Darius, how you doing? I jumped on here today. I thought I was watching this video by this YouTuber Armand Wiggins. I think I watched something like, was it 10 minutes, 15 minutes? And he was going off about people talking about him. He didn't think other YouTubers should talk about him. He said he's not a public figure. But at the same time, it's hard to make that argument when you made your whole life, your whole career out of talking about people. So the question is, are YouTubers public figures? Will they be criticized? I got news for you. YouTubers are public figures. They're public figures because YouTube is the public. It addresses thousands, hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of people around the United States and the world. So if you're speaking on a public platform, then I would say, yes, you're a public figure. Now, I don't know what the official change is. You start off as a YouTuber like me. People like me, we're on the low run, correct? And as you get more and more popular, you're going to get more and more criticism, is how I see it. I don't think that Cardi B and all these women that they're talking about, Nicki Minaj and all these people, I don't think they enjoy being critiqued for every step they take, every move they make, every shit they take. You are watching them and reporting on them. So you get a little small taste of it. Now, Armand said he don't want nobody to use his name or say anything about it. That's not going to work, honey. People talk about you like you talk about everybody else, right? Or you shouldn't be on a public platform. You've been on television shows now. You've done court case coverings, correct? You've done all kinds of things in this rush to be popular. And yeah, you got to expect that. So I guess his beef is with Conscious TV. It's not clear. So many people use so many subliminals and all. I don't know why they're afraid to say each other's names, honey. Just tell me who the fuck you're talking about, y'all. And everybody beefs. That's what this is. As a matter of fact, we here in this sector have made the whole premise of the channel is to talk about each other. That's all the beef sector do. It's called beef. We just beef with each other. When we were searching for a name, what came to mind was beef, because that's all they did. Talk about each other, right? They don't even cover no celebrities. Correct? So yes, you are a public figure, Armand. I have to disagree with you. But the funny thing was, as I was watching him for that 10 minutes or 12 minutes or so, suddenly the thing got privatized. So I guess he started the video. He wanted to, he knows that if he comes on here, he comes to YouTube and he starts beefing with people or responding to people, they're going to respond back. That's the way it goes. That's part of it, honey. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Right? I'm sure a lot of these people, YouTubers, don't want nobody talking about them, but yet they want to talk about everybody else. Right? And if a story comes along about a YouTuber, let's say one of the YouTubers murders somebody, you think you're not going to talk about that? Of course you're going to talk about it because it's the news, right? So if you're in the news, honey, people are going to talk about it. How y'all doing? Hi, TLCN3. Let me see. Cheryl Burnett, Darius, how you doing? I'm good. And you? Doing all right, honey. So Armand, I guess they done pissed Armand off and he was over there going off. Now, I will say this. He's got a gorgeous new apartment. Where is that? I don't know. Y'all know where it's at? He just got a damn apartment. What was the last year? he had a beautiful like a loft situation where he could a work live space. That was only last year. So now where this was where he was recording at, it looks like he's got a brand new apartment. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's got windows on four sides, floor to ceiling windows, and brand new beautiful kitchen and all this kind of stuff. So maybe they said somebody made a comment about his apartment and he didn't like that. But it looked like that is his apartment. He showed us a room full of a lot of stuff, saying that was going to be the recording studio. He said he had a bedroom. I don't think you would have all that in an Airbnb. I think the insult was that his new home was an Airbnb. Now that would be a very, very expensive Airbnb, correct? In high rise, a big apartment like that in a high rise, that has at least 3, 4 rooms in it would be extremely expensive. So I'm willing to accept, okay, he moved. And I think that might be what kicked off the argument. Of course, they argue about celebrity business too, Cardi B. It's the same like 5 girls they talk about. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what else they're arguing about. I don't mean to jump in people's business, but if it's on YouTube, I'm going to talk about it because, I mean, that's what I do. It's kind of why I'm on here, right? And Armand, you are certainly more of a celebrity than us since you've been on television and you've been on, you've covered court cases. You got a lot of publicity out of that, honey, right? Correct? You've done all kinds of things. You've been on here a long time. But he took that video down while he was talking. So it said it's been privatized. I don't know why somebody would be talking. As they're talking, they're privatizing the video. Doesn't make sense. It sounds like something that someone else might have flagged or YouTube might have flagged for some reason. Ooh, Armand, the Queenie ass get on your last nerves. Lord. I mean, I don't watch this program only because it's mostly celebrity news kind of thing. He got very involved in the Diddy case. That kept him going for over a year. So maybe that's where he got enough money to I think he actually moved to New York for a little while to cover that case. And now he's in a new apartment. Maybe he lost the other apartment. I mean, we don't know. But it could be just his lease ran out and he decided to move somewhere else. It seems to me that he had just decorated the other one. Didn't he stylize the other one in Los Angeles? He is a public figure. He got to accept that, and all goes along with it. When I write a book, I'm a writer. When I write a book, it takes me sometimes 2 or 3 years to complete a book, child. When I make it public, when I put it out there, people are going to touch it. They're going to review it and all that. And reviews are not always favorable. You put on a play, you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, honey, right? You're so proud of it. You work so hard at it, right? You work so hard to secure the funds, correct? You put it up and people hate it, and they're going to tell you that, honey. They got a right to talk. That's what the whole argument of free speech is, honey. So I guess those two are going to be beefing now. I did see Conscious came back at him. And he does do the bragging thing a little too much. She do too much. There he is. Okay. So, okay, he's been on Fox. They're making him a public figure. All these projects he's done, all these covering of legal cases and things. You're running around the country, child. Of course, you're a public figure. And yes, they're going to talk about you. They can say things about you, child. Nobody's special around here. I don't like a lot of shit they say about me, but what am I going to do about it? You think, see, the supreme person at this current time would be Donald Trump. Now, he has thousands of criticism of his ass, right? And what's he doing? He's sitting up there trying to fight back with all of his criticism. But he has thousands of people criticizing his ass. It would be the only thing he could do is do right. If you don't give them no news, then they ain't got something to talk about you every single day. Correct? He can't win that fight. He's attacking goddamn lawyers. He's attacking commentators. He's attacking TV personalities. He's attacking comedians. How's he going to chase down thousands and thousands of people? No, that goes along with it, Donald Trump. Hey, wait a minute. Your title says public. Oh, I ain't got no L in there. Okay, thank you. Game on. I appreciate it. I'll take care of it. Let me write it down. I have, okay, no L in public. Public. Did I spell the other word right? What was the other one? I'm a lousy speller. To be a writer, I'm a lousy speller. Thank God for spell check, honey. We'll take care of that. I don't think just being a YouTube content makes you a, well, TLC, depends on how you look at it. We know there's people on here, people like me, who don't hardly make any money. We don't do anything outside of YouTube. We're just talking shit on here, right? Even though we're not making a living on this thing, we're still public figure because we're talking to the public. In other words, anybody anywhere can turn their TV on and look at us. That makes you public. That's the way I look at it. I don't think you should get your panties all out in a bunch because somebody's talking about you when you're making, 10, 12, 13, 14 videos a week about other people. Believe it or not, these celebrities, they are people. They're human beings, honey. And I imagine a lot of them get their feelings hurt. Right? But that's just part of it. If you're going to pull money out of it, honey, you better believe people are going to talk about you. So I don't know what the heck. Did anybody know what the big insult was? Conscious was showing a video of apparently they had some kind of interaction online. They had been blocked each other, and now they've been unblocked. And he posted what the issue was. Armand is both. Well, why you put public on your mind? Pubic on my mind? Ooh, he a pubic hair? He need to shave that goddamn face. Brothers, listen, if y'all ain't gonna shave your face and keep it trimmed and all that, shave that shit off your face, man. I mean, he's a good looking guy, but goddamn, he's on there looking raggedy. All this little stuff down here, it's not trimmed. I mean, what's the big deal with a trimmer? They have electric trimmers, zip, zip, and you're done. They got guards on them, girl. So yeah, he's over there looking at me. I got my nerve, but I'm old. I always claim I'm old. Read it a few times, but kept laughing. Are YouTubers pubic hairs? Some of them. What y'all think? What else is going on today? I just hopped on and saw that. It pissed me off when it went in the middle of it. It went dead. So now he's removed the video or made it private, right? So I guess these people don't want to appear to be just YouTubers. They don't like the pettiness of going back and forth with people. So they try to remove the evidence, but they're still on the same platform, honey. Hello, deal with it. Why are you okay? Oh, mine is both. Hello, Miss Sherry. Mm-hmm. You check I'm gonna see. I'm checking the perimeter early. I want to see what's going on this lovely Saturday. It's hot as hell out there, but I got to go somewhere today. The gym closes too early. I'm not gonna be rushing. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I see Miss Alicia is on here. The judge. Who else on here? Okay, so something like 25, 30 videos about Donald Trump. I don't think any of them like it. Everybody they won't speak about them publicly, but it's just like when Armand Wiggins came on, it was a good thing then for anybody to mention your name. People always say, "Oh, don't mention my name. You mentioned my name." Well, girl, that's the only reason that we even know who you are, because people mention your name. When they stop talking about you, you're done on YouTube, right? So I don't know why they always making this big thing about somebody talking about their ass, child. Talk back. They don't like them beefs though, where people be bringing up all the past tea. Mm-hmm. I talk about people. I like talking about the ass. Okay. Why y'all only saying hello? Oh, there's Nikki B. Hello. Hey, hello. Hello, Nikki B. Seems I haven't seen you for a long, long time. Maybe I shouldn't even see you at all. It's important to me that you know you are free. Oh, I will never change. Don't change. Take that. That ought to hold you. Oh, shit. Let's sing today. Armand Wiggins don't want y'all talking about him. And you did picture, he said he gonna call the police on you. Now, you don't show nobody your weakness like that, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby, baby, who think you fly? There's got to be the reason, and you know the reason why. Just put on those airs, act real cool. You ought to realize that you're acting like a fool. Wave your hands in the air like you don't care. There's for psychological romance, no romance, no romance. Hey, everybody, come on. Word up. It's a cold word. Oh, it's hot. I got to open this window, child. God damn. Ain't that right, baby? Move your bone. Yeah. Whew. Hi, y'all. Hi, Nicole Reloaded. How you doing? Thank you for all the loyal subscribers and new subscribers in the building. I got some great moderators. I do. They don't get nothing out of this. They just like to come and help out. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tay Savage. You hear that Trump may be going to war with Venezuela? Oh, Lord. Who else is he going to go to war with? What was that when he dropped on bombs on them people? I thought he's supposed to be giving Venezuela a whole lot of money, millions and millions of dollars. Just a mess. Ugh. You got to get your ass right in the right mood to sit down and listen to all this Trump shit, honey, because it changes every 15 minutes. All the corruption. When did corruption to be so casual? Damn. They used to put presidents through hell for telling little white lies. This motherfucker have a whole explosion of lies every day. It's TLC in 3. Hey, AT2, how you doing? He did that to Venezuela, an international sea. Venezuela. So now he wants to go to war with Venezuela. So Donald Trump believes that he should just go over to another country and blow people out of the water on the suspicion that they sell drugs. He has no evidence. There's nobody heading towards the United States. Whatever's going on over there is their business, right? There's no threat to the United States at all. He went over there and he murdered those people. 11 people on one boat, and then he came and did more. How many were on the second boat? I don't think why he thinks he can just bully people and treat people like shit all over the goddamn world, and nobody's going to come back at him. We are going to end up in wars, people, real wars. You're destroying other economies, how you're destroying the farmers here in the United States, honey. Oh, we going to give you some money. We're going to give you. They need sustainable income, Donald Trump. You done came over there with all your big ideas, even though everybody in the world tell you they're horrible ideas, child. You done came over here and you insist on pushing these stupid ass ideas, and then you want to fight with everybody, and then you want to be interior decorator. The worst. The worst. What are you after, Donald Trump? What are you trying to prove? You're not even helping your constituents. You're not helping the white people. They ain't getting shit out the deal. When you start chopping the Social Security, they're gonna get their ass chopped too. You must have said 1,000 times, oh, we won't touch Social Security. We won't touch Social Security. We won't touch Medicare. We won't touch Medicare. And then those are the primary things that you cut. Everything's a lie. I'm just waiting to see what you're gonna do with all them old ladies and them old men, honey. When you're gonna push them, where you're gonna take their wheelchair and push it in the street because they can't pay you. They don't work their whole goddamn life, child. And now when this country is supposed to give something back, they call it Social Security. So people don't have to live in fear as they age, honey. Most people ain't got no damn retirement. Shit, Social Security is their retirement. They certainly gonna need Medicare. They're gonna need Medicare. And the only reason, since you're such a vindictive asshole, the only reason you're doing this, Donald Trump, is because the mission of Barack Obama was to give people coverage. You were trying to minus the same number that he added. Vindictive little monster, honey. Damn. Maybe people shouldn't have everything. Maybe it's bad for you when you're born with all this money, and your daddy just keeps giving it to you, and you have all this evidence that you're a horrible businessman, right? You have the evidence. You had enough money several times in your life that you can just kick back and say, okay, I'm not good at that. No, you're gonna push your way through, just like you push your way through owning them casinos, damn near bankrupt all of Atlantic City, right? After the first damn thing went bankrupt, wasn't it enough to show you? No, you're gonna do it my way. You're gonna do it everybody in the goddamn world, honey, is telling your ass there's no case against Comey. What do? You fire the people in charge of the whole goddamn system, whatever it is. You fire them because they want to investigate people who they already investigated, and they say there's nothing to investigate, honey. It's not worth our time. Now you want to, it seems like you got a problem with black women as well, child. Because they all gonna seem to, every time they prosecute your ass, you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to get them back. Right? Letitia declaring war in Portland. Oh, in Portland, Oregon. Oh my God, he's going after Portland now. You can't keep, I guess he's gonna go after every state. Every state that is not a Republican state, he's going after them to cause what? To do what? Oh, there was no murders for a whole month with Donald Trump. We don't live in a month. Okay? These solutions of yours don't mean shit. You're not doing anything, honey. When you came to Los Angeles, you didn't do anything. We got pictures. It's on video. Child of people just sitting around, laying on the goddamn floor. Come on, man. Because you declare, oh, if it wasn't for me, Los Angeles would burn to death. Oh, they're taking over Los Angeles. Girl, they're taking over a block. Do you know how big Los Angeles is? And what are they doing that's so horrible? Saying, please don't treat us like this. Why you treat me so bad? Oh, Trump, I know you. You are hateful, bigoted ass. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, you're up on top of it. You're up on it. I don't know how you can keep up. I do not know how you can keep up. 2 days ago, what was the big story? Was that Comey? How many days before Comey? What was the story before that? I mean, it's like every 15, 30 minutes, there's another story about Donald Trump, and he relishes in this. This is what he wanted his whole life. Everybody looked for him. Everybody's scared of him. Why? If you're the president, why would you want people to be scared of you? If you got all this money and these billions of dollars, what more do you want, Donald Trump? Oh, they cheated. They say, but you won. You're gonna get even. What's his problem with Portland, Oregon? Isn't that I don't never hear Portland, Oregon in the news. Are they a disaster too? Mm-hmm. His daddy was the Grand Wizard. Well, we don't know if that was AI or not. But aren't they Germans? They said that his wife said he had a book on Hitler right by his bed, studying him. I don't know why you want to play all these games for. You're too old. If you wanted to be cat daddy, you should have did that in your late 40s, 50 years old at the most. Hey, how you gonna be an 80-year-old man and then you gonna leave your mark? None of your marks are acceptable here in the United States, Donald Trump. You have not addressed any of the issues here in the United States to make anything better. Chasing people away for a month is not going to do a goddamn thing for homelessness. What is your plan for homelessness? Or you just have an outline of a plan for that too? How long have you been resentful and battling Barack Obama? Because you still are battling him and his health care plan, correct? So he gets to people finally, how many millions of people he got on health care? You want to subtract that same number. Vindictive, evil, nasty, and you're willing to sacrifice all these people's comfort for that. It's crazy. No plan for nothing. Every time somebody speaks up in your cabinet, you fire their ass. Everybody walking around scared. Oh, he's in the building. He's in the building. Right? And don't think you're fooling me, dude. All these damn attacks of yours, you're trying to make everybody scared of you. That's that. You was a bully in grade school. You was a bully in kindergarten. You was a bully when you started in the business. They have so many stories of people who worked for Donald Trump. This is before he even thought about politics. I don't know why they even let him in politics since he ain't never did shit for nobody. He's never been a public servant. But they say you was a bully all through high school. You bullied the people, all the contractors. You claiming you done built all these high rises and shit, child. First of all, they're not yours. Most of them, almost all of them. You put your name on it, sell your name, right? You done cheated them people. They got to go to court for the next 10 years just to get a paycheck. Meanwhile, they paid all those people in the building, right? So the contractor has paid all these people, right? So they have bills in the millions, right? And then you cheat them. Oh, I saw a red brick out of place. I'm not paying. I'm not paying. Okay, so then they got to go and take your ass to court. That's been your history. I don't know how a person like that was able to weasel his ass into the White House. There's got to be something. And there's something wrong with that goddamn race you ran against Kamala Harris. You know, we know, granted, she didn't have a lot of time. She didn't have a lot of time to run, but she made a whole lot of sense when she was running. She had numbers. She had people supporting her, billions and billions of dollars. People all around America supporting her. Yeah, your ass just grinning. You ain't going to have to worry about it. You're not going to have to worry about it. See, the fix was in. You and that Musk. He's dancing on the goddamn stage show. What did he do? And you used his ass up and threw him away. Something about that damn election wasn't right, honey. Something was stinking in Pittsburgh. Not just you, Pittsburgh, all over this country. Honey, they need to start investigate all these investigations. He wants people to investigate the goddamn people because the elevator stopped. God damn, a third of the time I go downtown to go to the gym, girl, the elevator stops. Then they say, well, it was his people that stopped the elevator. Whatever, some little mistake. They had another elevator just right next door to it. Right next door. He couldn't take his fat ass over there and go up that escalator. So they got to be investigated. This is how he's using the FBI, CIA, all the agencies in the DOJ. All of them, child, are being used for silly bullshit at his whim. He shouldn't even be involved in it. Don't they have competent people? No. There ain't no competent people over there, child. He ain't got nothing but morons and fools over there, child. Now he done put all this weight on this woman. She's supposed to prosecute. Comey is not going to prison. Why are you wasting their time? You got this woman that she gonna take her ass down, and she ain't never prosecuted the case. She don't know nothing about it. She gonna be up against Comey's got the best, I mean, relationships, child, probably imaginable. I'm sure he'll have the very best lawyers, child. Right? Plus, he's a lawyer. Everybody's a lawyer. Everybody's a lawyer, and she is the least qualified of all the lawyers. And yet she gonna fight him. Ain't that a bitch? Mm-hmm. Where is Getty TV? Who is Getty TV? Hello, everyone. You called it live. Welcome, Getty TV. Mm-hmm. She did better than anyone. She did better than anyone in 107 days. It was remarkable. I was certain she was going to win, honey. I couldn't believe that they would put somebody like Donald Trump back in office. I mean, they had the example. They know what he's going to do, which ain't shit, child. The only thing he can take credit for is approving something for COVID. But that's not something. I mean, all that was a phone call. Okay, approved. It's approved. Then you go and attack Fauci. But you took her security away because he wouldn't say what you wanted him to say. Then you out here stupid as ass bringing up we've heard what that goddamn JFK has said about vaccines, about all kind of medicine, all this shit where he's not even a doctor or a scientist. All these stupid ass ideas, you come make it like you making a big announcement. Don't take the Tylenol. Don't take the Tylenol. Then you obviously you research and find they say, oh, so a private company, they can't sue you. Since Tylenol can't sue you, then you're gonna go and take advantage of that presidential whatever the bullshit is. You take advantage of those people, and you're actually hurting their business. Well, thousands and tens of thousands of people work for Tylenol, right? You even consider them? Is there any science behind what the fuck you're talking about? No. You ain't got no problem firing people, Donald Trump, and that's a big part of your problem. That's why you got nobody competent around you. Because every time they sidestep and say anything that contradicts to what you say, girl, they're fired. We just got to hope that no war has anything happen because nobody's in place. No, they're gonna be all following him. He thinks he can run everything. Trump was right about everything. Trump, it's like it's a joke or something. Playing with the military, sending all these people. You gonna send them into Chicago? What happened in Chicago? Anybody know? I know that it showed up there. Next show weekend. I'm going to the show next week. What show are you going to? AT2? Kamala book tour next weekend. Are you going to see her? Yeah, it'd be great if Kamala, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all these heavyweights. I mean, I know they're retired, they earned their retirement, and generally speaking, most presidents, when after their term is over, they go sit down somewhere and leave it up and wish the best for the next president. I wish they would come forward and point this shit out to us and let these people know, the white people, let these people know on what you've done to this country. Mm-hmm. What he's done to this country. What you've done by electing him. And you don't have an excuse because he was already the president. He supposed to leave there. He knew. He immediately went into claiming he didn't lose. He refused to leave the White House. He caused the insurrection on the White House. What happened to that investigation? They put them all in prison. And he gets, as soon as he's the president, he takes them all out, 1,500 people. Clear on tape, causing death, mayhem. Where is AT2 going to the show next week? I'm sorry, I just got dropped offline, people. So hopefully we won't have no technical difficulties. But I did learn how to, if that happens to you, you can get back on easy. Dying in Chicago. He out here messing around with these gangsters and so forth. He talking about Chicago's a war zone. Hey, yeah, they have crime in Chicago. There's come to any big city like that, child. There are millions and millions of people. They got crime in New York City, child. You gotta look sexy. Mm-hmm. But also, Chicago's a beautiful place, honey. I've been on it down there. You got a beautiful downtown. They got all these beautiful high rises, and there's a whole lot to be said about Chicago. Of course, he's the president. He never says anything good about any city. He don't even say nothing good about them goddamn people out there in the Midwest, child, who are basically feeding off of what happens to people in the big cities. That's where all the tax money comes from. He ain't got nothing to say good to say about nobody. He just wanted to bow down to Trump. How in the fuck you gonna have a meet? Girl, you supposed to be having these meetings with all of your staff and all the people in your cabinet, and they got to spend 2 hours going around the table at each time, telling you how wonderful you are and how you've stopped 7 wars. Why would you say something that stupid? Isn't that easily verified, honey? I brought down all the prices. You have not even addressed the prices, child. And you really should do a much better job with homelessness, Donald Trump. Jesus Christ said, yes, you'll always have the poor among you, right? But we're the richest country in America. There's no reason why we have to have people laying in the street. Oh, they don't want help. They don't want help. They're drug addicts. Well, how do we address that? They don't want help. I bet you if they had their own space, our own space that they could stay in, child, that is not temporary, correct? Since you building every goddamn thing, and you got all these buildings all over everybody's state. Can't you build a building for the homeless people? How many security guards you got to put in there, girl? Those things work. We have them here in San Francisco, child. They they have a doorman, right? But the people can go and live on the street and then come back to their own home. And when they have a home, when they have a door that they can close and a TV they can turn on, child, they will get off the street. Ain't nobody preferring to live on the street. They don't see they have any other options, honey. Correct? All these empty lots, all these federal buildings, people complain about, oh, all the downtown is empty. All the buildings are empty. All the high rises are empty. Well, if we have all this emptiness, then why do we got people living on the street, honey? No compassion whatsoever. I'm not saying you got to take turn luxury buildings for the homeless, but I think you could build the housing. I really do. How many they got here? A couple of thousand people? That's one building. At least Kamala talked about the housing situation, talked about how high these prices are. You get in there and the prices go higher. Now you're just sending out all these goddamn tariff stuff, child. It's going to be even higher than that. It's going to have to be even higher than that. God damn, I'm not even a business person, child. I can see that. These people are not going to absorb 30% losses in their businesses. That's their profit. The fuck is in my mouth? What we have this morning, baby? What did we do? You remember? Oatmeal. You love Chicago? Mm-hmm. Honey, Chicago is right under New York City. Of course, when they want to talk shit about democratic cities, they got to go to the worst ghetto. Oh, look at this. Look at them people. They're on drugs. Yeah, but girl, what about the other 3, 4, 5 million people? How many did you find? And what did you do to help the situation? Like these people, they got billions of dollars and they resent homeless people. How you gonna resent them, honey? I mean, you got everything. Can't they have a little something? He get it off. His first thing he do is go and takes away any support from America for the poorest people in the world, where people actually die from starvation. He just goes and pulls it out. Click. You don't need that. It's a waste of money. Really. We have no humanitarian responsibility in the world at all. Nothing. You just went and told the UN. What did you tell them people? They going to hell? That's what you have to say to the UN? Trump said he was directing Secretary of War. He had to change the name, Secretary of War. He got to do something every fucking day. Hey, calm down. What are you, hot? I know it's hot out here. What you doing? What do you want from me? I can't do nothing about it. I feel your pain, Tay Savage. You can only watch so much of this shit, child. Make you cry. One morning I woke up, I was about to cry. What did he do that time? He did something, honey. I think it was this attack on Los Angeles, child. Come on, talking about he actually sent them people over here to Alcatraz. I'm opening up Alcatraz. Look what I'm doing. Look at me. Look at me. He trying to write your name on a bunch of shit before you leave, honey. Right? Just like you've been doing all your life, honey. Trump this, Trump golf cart, Trump's water, Trump steak, Trump, everything got to have your name on it, dude. And even when you make a few $1 billion, you still be out there selling little fake watches and shit. You're just a born grifter. Everything's for $1, right? $1 and to put your name on it. You going to San Francisco? Jesus Hernandez? Oh, that's a Spanish name, Jesus Hernandez. Be careful. They haven't been on them rates. They've had them here. We've had some problems here about these people. What do you call them? ICE. They've been here, but it ain't real bad because San Francisco, everybody here is damn near a minority. When I go outside, people are from China, they're from Middle East, they're Mexico, everybody's a different color. So he'd hate it here. But come on down, baby. Inhuman. That Alvarez, just inhuman. Chicago, Trump calling the city a death trap. What you doing about it? I'm gonna send military there for a month. Child, we need police every day. Why don't you give the police departments enough money to hire the appropriate number that they need to control the crime in the cities? Isn't that way it's supposed to work, Donald Trump? Right? You keep thinking you're going to appear somewhere for a month, and then you claim you saved Los Angeles. You didn't save Los Angeles. Nobody, boy. Period. You just come here to be evil, to do evil, like we're a foreign country or something. To send the National Guard troops Chicago as part of the federal crackdown on crime. He ain't doing nothing. You think you're going to arrest everybody, put everybody in jail? I don't understand that dude. How his brain thinks, honey. It's all about publicity, clicks and views. Permanent solutions, Donald Trump. That means you have to actually do some work, get something done. You have to leave some competent people in their offices, honey. Hi, Barbara Martin. Double tap that screen. Let's get these likes up. I always hear people say double crack the screen. How do you do that? You double tap the screen and do something? What does that mean, Nicole? Is that a certain kind of computer? Or that's you get your likes? I'm double tapping my screen, ain't nothing happening. Or is that on a laptop? I hear a lot of people say double tap the screen. Or is that on a phone? All this technology, child. That's on mobile devices? Okay. Oh, I guess they're pretty right. I said on your phone. My phone is a piece of shit. But I'm just tired of buckling and buying new phones, though. I just have to take time to figure out how to work the damn things. And it does stuff on its own. Every time I figure something out, they change something else. Double tap works on Instagram. I didn't know it works on YouTube. Well, Nicole says that it's on mobile devices, on your phones. Double tap means, so on here you just click the thumbs up, right? Okay. Learn something new every day, child. Let me say since, baby. Since we've been together, oh, loving you forever. It's what I need. You make me feel so brand new, baby. That always comes to my love. My singing mood, girl. Love them and leave them. Oh, that's what I used to do. Use and abuse them, baby. Then I laid eyes on you. It was pain before pleasure. Ooh, that was my claim to fame. Nikki B still here, I'll blow him out the water. Okay. Jay Wilson referred to you as shaky teeth. I don't know. My teeth don't shake. That's not nice. He's not a nice bitch. Right? He really, though, Jay Wilson is scared of me. He knows I'm going to come after that. If he even opens his mouth to say my name, girl, I'm going to wear that ass out for the next 16, 17 videos, right? So he has learned the hard way. And when he tries to come back and read me and all of those, it'd be the silliest shit, girl. Shaky teeth, shaky teeth. Ooh, look at my teeth. Look at my teeth. She got her teeth done in Mexico, right? Because we can see the first video she made. She had a whole different mouth. She had an underbite like a dog. She had like this, right? So now all of a sudden her teeth is been straightened up to her, and she immediately goes into criticizing everybody else's teeth. Now, so since she got the Botox in her forehead, now she's gonna be concerned about everybody's skin, everybody's forehead, right? That's what kind of bitch Jay Wilson is. Jay Wilson watching your video now. He says he never watched one. He ain't never seen one, he said. Come back. 16, 17 videos. Lord have mercy. That's why you got to treat them old hoes like that, child. Look at how many times he's using Tommy's name and Brian's name and Castro's name. She ain't doing nothing no different, child. Welcome to the beef section. Yeah, they say I'll be picking on him and all. Girl, everybody pick on that fool. If it wasn't for Timothy Blaine, they wouldn't even know who Jay Wilson was. Yeah. Have some respect. My name, God damn it. Okay. They want to unalive. No. Yeah, they said that. You wouldn't think. I mean, and then Fox News, they go right into defending it. Correct? Unalive. He thought that was so funny. These people who've never touched the ground. They said Donald Trump has got 35 billionaires working in the White House. So all these people who are working in the White House for his cabinet, they all are obsessed with money, making money. You don't become a billionaire because you have a casual relationship to money. They're all interested in money, right? And that's what he's doing for them. We're gonna all be super rich. I don't know how much money it requires for these fools, child. Donald Trump came to the office. He was in debt. All the billions he was claiming, that's how much he owed people, and he ain't pay nobody. And these lawyers that he has swindled now, they rest assured they're not getting paid. So I hope you have other income, lawyers. You're gonna be fighting that fool to the rest of the year. He's 80 years old. How long is he gonna be? around for you to fight him. And he ain't gonna pay you shit. That's been the story of Donald Trump. Get ready. Hi, Kata. Kita 75. How you doing? What's going on with? Let me see what's going on. Y'all trying to prime me up for this day. Now that's somebody you can rest assured you're gonna have some content by watching Jay Wilson, because he gonna say something stupid every few minutes, honey. Every 15 minutes he gonna say something stupid. Damn, every story is about Donald Trump. Every goddamn story, honey. Another Trump lawyer is done for. Says Ring of Fire. Okay. Every story is about that fool. What does it say? 1965, CAT score leaked. Trump, 1965, Harvard fail leak. Oh, Harvard failed him. They rejected him in 1965, and he's held a grudge since 1965. Oh, Lord. Gavin Newsom ruining Trump's life. Good. You're doing a good job. Y'all think Gavin Newsom going to be the president? Is he the one going to run? They're not seeming to be putting nobody else up front. They got 3 years this time. They not a few days. They like with Kamala, 106 days. He got 3 years, and he's hitting him every single day. 100% Tim True. Never heard of Jay Wilson till you mention him. You do better without mentioning him. Silly ass. That's a silly ass man. You say, but goddamn, is that what education gets you, Jay Wilson? Look, girl, you do better if you just left 6th grade and went out and got you a job in maintenance. Jay Wilson. Oh, you don't like his singing either? I think Nikki B likes his singing, TLC and 3. He already talked about mine. I think he has a thing about Jay Wilson singing. Jay Wilson came on here and said he was a singer. He coming on bragging about, oh, this church gave me $300 for 2 songs. Oh, this church gave me that. Oh, I got to go play for another funeral. Was it yesterday he came out and said that his day was so full, but he has time to go and sing at a funeral on his lunch break. And I was sitting there looking at the screen. I said, nigga, how you going to go? Wait a minute. You said your day is so full at work, right? It's so packed full at work, what you have to do. Yet you can go on your lunch break to sing it. So what do? They hold the funeral for the singer to come on? How would you coordinate that, Jay Wilson? Is it coordinated for your lunch break? That didn't make any sense. How long are you taking for lunch, Jay Wilson? Maybe you need to concentrate on doing a good job some goddamn where. Somewhere there's a place for work. Somewhere there's a place for you. Peace and quiet. Hold my hand, and I'll take you there. Somewhere, sometime. Motherfucker. He's something else, child. He got this little job. He's supposed to be interviewing people for, I guess he they hire people, they bring people in to hire some people on the job. Well, most companies, I told y'all that most of his jobs are temporary, right? Most companies, they might have a hiring where they need to fill 10 jobs or whatever, and they'll have somebody come in. All they got to do is interview people for the job, right? That is not a permanent job. They don't need 10 people all through the year. They go bankrupt, right? They need to fill some space. They open a business, whatever. The insurance company starting a new insurance company, and they need 35 people, right? So they hire somebody to do that. That's not permanent. This ain't nothing but another temporary assignment on the part of Jay Wilson. Mm. He should have kept that truck driving job. At least he had a steady paycheck right there in town, right, Jay Wilson? Why did you leave the job? You still ain't answered us. You said you worked there for a year and we too stupid and we're all bitches, right? And we didn't know that you had a job as a bus driver. Girl, why did they decide to let you go as a bus driver? Was that a temporary assignment as well? I mean, explain. Mm. Jay Wilson bought a new car? No, that's the old stinking Lincoln. Jesus. Do you pronounce it Jesus or Jesus? Jesus Hernandez. It's spelled the same as Jesus, like Jesus the Christ. But I know a lot of Spanish people use that name. I think I heard somewhere that it's pronounced Jesus. The Volvo, that ain't new. He had to go get a Volvo because he couldn't ride them white folks around talking about he got a luxury vehicle from the airport. That's why he's up at 4:30 in the morning, child, going to the airport to take the businessmen to work. Correct? They go in and out every single day, but they're not going to be riding around in no damn jalopies like the stinking Lincoln. So he goes out and buy a car, look just like the stinking Lincoln. They look the same, correct? But Uber people told him, when you need to get a new car, sir. If you're going to represent a company and the clientele, the businessman class, you need a new car. And that's why he got a new car. And he took the stinking Lincoln down to trade it in for a new car. And the people only offered him something like $500 for the car. Basically, just take it off the lot, man. It's not worth anything. He said, well, I just put $1,200 in tires on the car, right? So essentially, he couldn't sell the stinking Lincoln because it wasn't worth nothing. So he had to keep it and just get another car for his rides. You can ride the stinking Lincoln on your own. Having that car to make any damn sense, John. Mm-hmm. He mentioned the Volvo 10 times. Lord have mercy. Poor boy. He probably sat up in that trailer all them years watching people drive by, watching all the walk. Oh, look at their car, mama. Look what they driving, mama. They ain't nothing in their 20s. They in their 20s, mama. Mama, we got to change. We got to do something, mama. Mm-hmm. Mama spent all her time trying to keep that nigga there. He wasn't worth nothing, child. He wasn't worth shit. You got 11 people living in the goddamn trailer for all them years until they graduated school, girl. That ain't nothing to be bragging about. The other car, he got the other house. Hey, Wilson, I'm going over to the other house. That's what I mean. He's so stupid. So Mark's house become your house now. Is your name on Mark's lease? I mean, on his mortgage? You said he's a homeowner. So is your name on his lease or his mortgage, and is his name on your mortgage in order for that to be the other house? No other house, my ass, nigga. If he wanted to be with you, in a relationship with you, you should be living in the same house. Correct? Either he should sell the other house or he should rent it out, child. But you and him, if you're claiming to be a couple, you're claiming to be, this is your partner in life, correct? You should be in the same dwelling. You don't have that kind of relationship, Jay Wilson. You simply don't. Correct? We knew when you started claiming somebody who you just met as your partner. You start bragging about it immediately, like you brag about everything else, girl. Right? That ain't no damn part. That's your boyfriend. Accept it. A boyfriend for 6 years. He said he got equity. Can't got no damn equity. Yeah. What he has is a second mortgage on it. That's the equity. Uh-huh. You can have a second mortgage on a hood house. Mm-hmm. He should get a school bus for Uber work. Mm-hmm. They have them though. They have big ones. They have, you can order one that you can bring some furniture home or something like that. Yeah. That's the only job he's been able to keep is with Uber, because he don't see nobody. Mm-hmm. You like my nice watch? What is it? This one is a Michael Kors. You like Michael Kors watch? Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, them rich people, they're men, they really make a big deal out of watches, the name on the watch. I don't know why, because you got to look and see what the name of it all is. To have you a Rolex, you pay $30,000 for a goddamn watch. I just have fashion watches. Yes, damn, but Jay Wilson says he's bisexual. Okay. Not just gay. Where's he going to address a woman? Who he gonna make a love with a woman? When is it gonna happen? He's still talking about how he love Heidi's titties. Hardest ass titties on YouTube, child. He claimed, oh, they look good. They look. Oh no, that's right. She cussed him out. Jay Wilson is straight up. Matter of fact, Jay Wilson is a screaming queen, honey. Right? Y'all see how he done go slowly. Now he's the girls. Oh, the girls are after me. Oh, the girls are jealous. Oh, I mean, just wiggling and girls, slow down. What the fuck are you doing? You imagine holding all that gay in for all these years, child. Coming on here trying to pretend like he was bisexual or straight. Girl, when he came out, he said, he came out, he didn't say he came out, he was gay after Wally caught him. He came out, I'm bisexual and I'm a top. That's my confession. In all the years I've been alive, honey, I never heard nobody come out like that, girl. Never. I'm a top. Maybe we should make fun of people with little dicks. But Jay Wilson, you just by talking to him, you know, that boy, he ain't got no dick, right? So why are you claiming you're a top, Jay Wilson? Did you talk to Mark about that? Did you tell Mark you were going to go online talking about you were a top? Because that would automatically make him a bottom then. So you're saying you putting that little thing in Mark, poking him in his ass? I mean, what are you saying? Did you even consider his feelings, Jay Wilson? You ain't nobody's top. It is physically impossible for you to be a top. First of all, you're too much of a queen, girl. Secondly, you don't have the equipment. You can't put in no work, Jay Wilson. People resent that shit. Poke. Ow! God damn it. Anyway, the point was he thought that was so important to announce that. Like all these straight women, y'all know it's mostly straight women on here. All these straight women are concerned about you being a top. And you couldn't even confess who you are. Why are you sitting there sucking a man's dick then for the last 7-8 years if you're so bisexual? If you have the need. You don't have no need. You're not capable of being honest, Jay Wilson. You're still trying to impress. That nigga in that trailer must have beat the shit out of you, child. Because you still feel like you have to impress somebody. And ain't nobody, people do not care about other people's shit. I don't know why you think that is so important, right? You always got to be above everybody. Look at me. There's several of them on here to do that, girl. Look at me. Why would I look at you? I don't live there. I don't care nothing about where you live. I don't care nothing about the Volvo. Oh, the stinking Lincoln. I think I'll drive the Lincoln today. Girl, drive it, bitch. And you better pay for it is the main thing. Is the stinking Lincoln paid off? Lord have mercy. That man told him, I gave you 500. And he think he's styling. Then more than likely he's paying all the money he makes on Uber because he rides early in the morning, right? All the money he makes on Uber has to go into that car. The car has a car note. You know he ain't had no $10,000-$12,000 shop. He has a car note. He has insurance on the Volvo, right? He got to put gas in the Volvo. All the little $2 and $3 tips he gets for Uber, that all goes into paying for the goddamn car. He's an idiot, right? I'll pay it off. Yeah, you'll pay off the car in 4 years. If you don't miss payments, but Jay Wilson, you're known for missing payments. Tickling the basketballs Who tickling? You mean he's juggling balls in his jaws? I'm a top. I'm a top. They gotta punch you out, get on top of me with that shit, girl. The equipment, no, he ain't got no equipment. Now, I don't care how straight you are, y'all know the difference between pipe and somebody who ain't got nothing. You got to keep on telling, yeah, baby, it's good. Yeah. Ooh, you're really tearing it up, baby. Oh yeah, you hit it, baby. Smoke a cigarette, girl. Jay Wilson wants Tommy and Brian so bad. Jay Wilson wants anybody who will continue to come to that stupid ass page, child. A stupid ass page. That's what he wants. That's what his interest is in them people. And he doesn't respect the people. He's trying to always tell them what they're not doing right, how bad their lives are. They need to call the police and put each other in the jail. All this negative shit, girl. Right? He don't say nothing about what's the situation with you and Mark J. Wilson. Tell us why you got a boyfriend for 8 years, girl. Right? You're in love. You said. Didn't you come on here and show us pictures of the rings? Which rings should I get? You showed us diamond rings, didn't you? Didn't you show us $1,300 and $1,400, $1,500 rings? Were you trying to prime the pump then? Because at that time, remember, you were doing everything you could to get these people's money. So I said, well, maybe he's trying to get them to pay for his ring. Or why don't you come and show it, girl? Come and show the water softener. Stupid ass. Something else. If you have accomplishments in your life, Jay Wilson, things that you are proud of, share that with your loved ones, right? Call your sisters. You say you have 4 sisters, right? You said the other one, the niggas is mostly dead, right? But whatever. Call your loved ones and share your accomplishments. Your loved ones care about your degrees, girl, not us. Your loved ones care. You gotta hail. Well, tell that to your sister or your father or somebody. Show them pictures of it. Invite them over. My opinion, you got an empty ass house in Texas, and your father is in there in that ramshackle thing that we saw online, child. Your father's there by himself in his 80s. Your father is in his 80s, child, in a house by himself. No kids around, nobody visits him. And why don't you bring your father to live in the house with you? I mean, at least you would have some use for the house then. You would have the pleasure of doing the right thing by your father. You're gay. They have their own families, I assume. Don't your sisters have their own kids and their own husband and their own house, right? But you're single. You're single in an empty house in Texas, child. And you got your father in that ramshackle state all by himself. All by himself. He shouldn't be all by himself anymore. Living alone. He thinks of all the friends he's known. But when he dials the telephone, nobody's home. Have some compassion for somebody, Jay Wilson. Just walking around and what do you do? Walk around and jack off at the house. I gotta hail. I've said it so many times, girl. You should use the house for something. I'm gonna use it for Airbnb. Well, really? How much you make on that? We don't hear you mention that. You brag about everything, so we ain't heard you mention any clientele. Hell, Airbnb is having problems right now. People got burned out on that shit, honey. The other car. You go to the other friend. And he says his relationship is all that great, and he got to come keep throwing it in people's face and all that shit, right? Like here's his purpose, like that boy Mark ain't. We don't even know if Mark is abusive. Mark drinks. Mark might come over and whoop that ass, honey. Right? He resents Tommy and Brian because they're 20 years younger than him. Sometimes there are different seasons in life, honey. There are different seasons in life. He shouldn't be worrying about getting the wrinkles out of his forehead. Why are you removing the wrinkles for? Has Mark lost interest in you, Jay Wilson? Is that why you're at the gym every day? Is that why you're shooting needles in your forehead? Is that why you've got plans to fill these? Why are you doing all that for? If you're not on the market, I mean, why bother? Mark is familiar with that fat ass girl you have, right? Probably more than likely, there's nothing going on there anyway. Just to claim you got somebody, you got somebody, you got somebody. Honey, when people are in love, honey, when they're in, they cannot wait to see their mate. They want to live with them. They want to share a life, right? You're not sharing it. You don't have anything, girl. You can't put him on your insurance. Hopefully he's not stupid enough to put you on his, because when you get behind them payments again, you might kill his ass. Why you only see your man on? He only sees man when he go to the amusement park, child. And y'all, he goes to the movie or the amusement park. Now, y'all know when you go to a movie, there's no talking. People get resentful if you giggle at the damn screen. There's no talking. So your dates, are you just sit by the person? Right? You get out of the movie house, he goes to his house, you go to your house, girl, and you talking about, oh, I got somebody. I got this thing. You've wasted another 6 years, girl. If you were going to, you are so obsessed with this perfect life, with the white picket fence. Oh, we have the house, we have the dog, we're in love. But if you want to have all that, Jay Wilson, and you saw that it wasn't going to happen with Mark, because if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. If he hasn't by now, he will never love you. Ooh, we know you got them big old dreams. You say I got mine, but woman, you got yours too. Two grown ass men going to Six Flags. People gonna get suspicious of your ass when you always two grown ass men going to Six Flags. I know they asking you, where are your kids? Is that them over there? Where are your children? No, we do this for us. Whee! Come on, Marky! Come on, Marky! They call that arrested development. Mark like the degrees. What's his story? Why you keep hiding that man, child? Let him come and talk to us. Apparently you brought him on one time and they made fun of the man, honey. Well, if he's slow, let us know he's slow. We leave him alone, right? You ain't brought him back. Oh, I don't bring my man on. Oh, I learned my lesson. I don't bring my man on. What? Because you're afraid he's gonna expose more of your lies. If he says anything, what's going to happen, Jay Wilson, when you lie like you do, is he's going to expose, whether deliberately by mistake, your lies. Like when you brought your sister, your natural born sister, born of the same family, mother and father. When you brought her on there, girl, I'm sure she didn't intend to expose that you were a lying ass bitch concerning you being a pastor. But when you said that, when were you a pastor? That devastated you. Oh, I explain later. What do you mean explain later? You told us you were a pastor, an ordained pastor. You never pastored anything. You never pastored no church. You never been a head of no church. Jay Wilson, let me help you out, boy. If you wanted to be a pastor, if this was the dream, right? You always talking about everybody else's dreams. If this was the dream, girl, you were supposed to gather a group of people, 5 or 6 people in your living room. And you're supposed to have service like the early churches. The early churches, they met in each other's homes, honey. And you're supposed to build on that, girl. Build on that. If you have anything to say, you can build on it and get yourself a little storefront, right? Maybe you're at the storefront for a couple of years and people start talking around the neighborhood, right? And a few more people start coming and whatever. And you're a master at begging, right? And you have enough money now. We're gonna get us a real church. We're gonna get, and that's how our church was built. They've been through several buildings to where we are now, which is sitting pretty good, honey. But you're supposed to do that 30 years ago. And you still could do it if you had any talent, Jay Wilson, but you don't. And if you're dependent on that singing, girl, you do better off to invite me to your church to sing. Mm-hmm. But that could, TL said, that could have been anyone. But Nikki, okay. He brought him on the lines some years ago and then saw him peeking around the corner in Vegas. Oh, we had to see him sneak in Vegas. The boy was just walking. He's walking. Okay. These guys are madly in love, or so says Jay Wilson. We all suspected they had already broken up. So it was Mark's birthday. So Jay Wilson, he gonna show out, right? And he gonna take Mark to Vegas for his big one. Jay Wilson says he does not gamble, he does not drink, he don't smoke no weed. Basically, he don't do nothing. He don't see no shows. He ain't gonna do nothing in Las Vegas, right? So they get a room in Las Vegas, but the kicker was these guys are supposed to be in love, and this is supposed to be Mark's birthday. Why would you get a 2-bedroom suite in Las Vegas? The boy was going into his bedroom. He going in his room, I think was what the words of Jay Wilson, right? He didn't come deliberately to see him. He had sneak over. And there was a recent picture of him on a Ferris wheel or some kind of ride or some kind of shit like that, right? We all always got to catch an image of him. But the point is, if you are both gay, you're in love, you are a couple, why in the fuck would you go and get a 2-bedroom suite? Why would you need 2 bedrooms, right? And why'd you go in there and tell her? He told the people, he called the downstairs. This was always the plan. He told him that the room wasn't chilly. Now, it was 106 degrees in Las Vegas when they did that trip. 106 degrees, right? So he deliberately gets a room right on the strip where you can look out. He said he wanted to see the strip, right? So the people come up, they said, well, the air conditioner has a hard time when it's 106 degrees outside, correct? So, but they say, sir, it would help a lot if you just close the drapes. If you close the drapes, the sun wouldn't be beaming into. I want to see the strip. I want to. That tells you, girl, this is all a scam. This is all a plot. They offered him another room. They said, we have other rooms, sir, that are not on the side of the hotel, right? You refuse to close the window, which would cool the room off. Let us put you in another room. Oh, no, I paid for this room. I want to see the strip. That is an impossibility, Jay Wilson. 106 is 106, girl. Everybody on that on that aisle knows that they have to close the drapes if it's going to be that hot. They have to wait to in the evening. In the evening, you can open the drape and get some air, honey. Right? There are consequences. But that's what he did in Las Vegas. He ripped those people off. He refused to pay them anything for a 2-bedroom suite in Las Vegas. Right? And Mark had his own room the entire time. You must have been one sad sissy, Jay Wilson, to be up in there hot, girl, and your husband is in the next room. You can't even cuddle up. You can't even lay your head on his chest, girl. Nothing, right? He don't want shit to do with you, girl. He's covering his dick when he goes to the bathroom, right? When we saw him, he was really covering himself up. He don't want you to see his body. Come on, man. One for the dog. He didn't even want no dog. He talked shit about, because I guess he thought he gonna make me feel bad. Oh, you got that dog getting hair on stuff. You got that. So why'd you get a dog? Was it because Mark likes dogs? Was this a last ditch effort for you to hold on to Mark? You just trying to hold on to your old man, to your life. And not to mention they left early because of ZT sighting. He thought that boy ZT was gonna beat him up. Well, we know Jay Wilson is a coward, right? And as he was leaving, he demanded the hotel to not only did they give him $2,000 room. What was that, Jay Wilson? It was something like, I think, $1,600 for his room for 3 days, a 2-bedroom suite with a kitchen and all that kind of stuff. Then you had the nerve to go down there and demand that they pay for your food as well. So they gave you $200 just to get rid of you, right? Remember how you complained about when I was a booster back in the Stone Ages? I was a booster, I'd make a scene and they would just get rid of me, say, just go ahead and give me the money, kind of thing like that, right? Didn't you do the same thing here, Jay Wilson? You went and demanded that they give you $250 to pay for your food even. You bragged about going to Atlanta, Georgia, and the Heidi Fly Monster had to pay for your travel. She had to pay for your room. She had to pay for every meal you had. You coming on here bragging about, I didn't pay for nothing. I didn't pay. Gabby Wilson, you're too old to be trying to hustle people, nigga. At our age, you're supposed to pick up the check every once in a while. Right? I ain't paid nothing. I ain't paid nothing. Why is Pastor Wilson on Grindr? Why is he on Grindr? Child, he's tried to come out at 50 years old. So he hasn't had his party life. Oh, I had many love. I had you goddamn, you're so scared. And you're so scared, girl. You're so involved in that church down there trying to impress them people. Oh, I'm different. I'm different. Right. You're different. All right. You're on Grindr and you're getting Botox in your head and you're losing all the fat off your ass, girl. And you're putting shoe polish in your eyebrows and shoe polish in your mustache. Mustache black one day, next day is gray. Next day, this part is gray, that part is black. All this shit, girl. Who are you trying to impress? That's what we want to know, Jay Wilson. What are you after? What are you looking for? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? What are you going to do? Will you get what you're hoping for? Mark likes to drink and party, honey. And drinking and party, that probably means that he's in his 40s. He likes to still go out and meet guys. Honey, Mark has got a life outside of you. That's a boring life, Jay Wilson. Have somebody sit there talking about their house and they goddamn degrees all day long, girl, for years and years and years. You think people don't get burnt out on that shit, girl? You don't do anything for him. And you come on here. The boy Mark bought him, according to him, bought him a 72-inch TV to put in his bedroom. 72-inch TV. Do you know what Jay Wilson brought Mark? A Coach wallet from the swap meet. Wasn't even real Coach. A Coach wallet from the swap meet. Jay Wilson, there's no way in hell it costs over $20. Right? This is the kind of person you are, girl. And that's why that man won't commit to you. He ain't committing to you. He don't want to be up in your house and talk about house, hell. He has his own shit. That's what you said. And we don't give a damn about you talking about you going to the other house. If I was Mark, I would pay attention to that. Why is he calling my house the other house? What's he up to, honey? Why is he always trying to get me to sign things? Right? I have life insurance, but my child is the beneficiary. Why have I always got to sign things? And you're online talking about you're going to the other house. That would give me pause. He would have showed it already. Child, he brags about every goddamn, he'd be bragging about that TLC entry. He'd be bragging. Now he's trying to claim that boy house like he done something. You should have several homes, Jay Wilson. I mean, if you're a professor and a chaplain and a pastor and what else are you, stewardess, all this shit that you are, girl, you should have several properties. Mark House, the other house. All the time they wasted playing games, honey. Playing your game, baby. Your game, baby. Just you and me. It did cool off. It cooled off all of a sudden. We got strange weather here. Oh, I didn't even check. Okay. Long time ago, I blocked him on my phone, so I can't get Jay Wilson on this Apple computer. I can still get him on my phone though, so I don't know why. And I can get him to those computers in there, my TV and all that, but not on here. I don't know if it's some kind of way I can get. Only one blocked on this computer is VS. That's forever. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna check this perimeter real quick. Oh my God, I'm a half hour over. I want to see if I have to report on anything. Okay. Jay Wilson, when you gonna take all this Dr. Passa, why is that all that got to be in front of your name, girl? That's communicating your insecurity to us? Why you got are you like Sir King? I mean, Sir, what's not Sir King? What's that other fool's name? Sir William McCrae. He got to be Sir William McCrae the third, the fourth. All that's got to be in the name. That speaks to your insecurity, Chad. Let's see what he say.
Dick and balls.
No, they wanted me to come. Listen, if I come out there, everybody's gonna be all up over me.
Wait a minute, dick and balls.
I'm gonna need fucking security.
We gonna be wanting to see if your dick
I'm gonna
is
need
sticking out
motherfucking
of the
security
pipe or not. That's what we gonna be looking at. We gonna be looking at the crotch part.
What you gonna be looking at?
We gonna be looking at your crotch area to see if your dick is showing
my
or
God.
not. If your balls is protruding. You know you the dick.
Don't bring them spells back when you would go out to the club and video people's crotch. Don't you do that to me.
You the big dick.
This is on the pastor's page.
Uncomfortable like that.
No, we want to see.
Lord, they talking about dicks and balls. Hold on a minute.
Catherine would come up because she's women's.
So that are have a lot to.
You bring your ass right back up on his panel.
I do. And guess what? I didn't talk about you before. We back up here together. What's your problem?
I don't talk about you like that, though, Tulsa.
What's the tea?
Okay, I'm not two-faced.
What's the tea,
There's
sister?
nobody that can say that
we
I am.
all talk about each other. What you trying to prove? Let's chew together. I love you, Catherine.
Jay Wilson, shouldn't you be educating the children, honey? But all that foul language. You came on and said you don't say no bad words. Oh, they said the bad word. They said the B word. They said, I would never say. You see, I didn't say the B word. I didn't say the B. But girl, now they cuss like sailors on there. And you even trying to learn how to cuss at 55 years old, girl. Right? It's the same ones, the same old 5 people, child. The only qualification is if they will come over there. That's Mother Pennywise. That's Mother Pennywise? Was that her over there? Girl, they were talking about people's balls and what about their tuck wasn't tucking. Tulsa and Brian. I find Brian amusing. Especially when he gets mad at him, child. They get mad. They say mad for one day. I'm appalled and clutching my pearls on the pastor's page. He sure did try to play that game, baby. When he came on here, all that bad words. They saying bad words, all that old shit, child. Now he trying to say shit every 5th word. I don't care about that. I don't care shit. Like some old square trying to cuss at it. The real you coming out. Anyway, people, I'm a half hour over. Thank y'all for this wonderful Saturday. I appreciate you coming in. If anything else breaks, we'll come back. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. Later.